So
do you have a
Here we are.
miraculous intro or anything to do?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought about this, so I was thinking,
Get the book, baby.
you know, we've been talking about games and things. I don't really have anything like that, but I was thinking we would start with a question.
A question.
Yeah.
Well, how about we start with saying our names?
Or like, hey, welcome to
Or
Live from
hi,
the Lake.
welcome. Hi, welcome
Welcome to the lake. The lake's actually over there. We're in the basement. We should call this Live from the Basement.
The lake is also frozen.
I think there's a record called Live from the Basement.
I mean, there's the basement tapes.
What's Radiohead's thing called?
No, I think that was like a whole BBC thing. Like there were like every cool band did a Live from the Basement in 2004
Oh, that might be right.
to 2010.
All right, so here's my question. My question is, how much do you trust bleach?
In what
clean
context?
things?
Yeah, like let's say you were making a grilled cheese sandwich and you had a spatula, but you had seen that spatula like do something completely nasty. I don't know what. Say someone picked up dog shit with the spatula. But then you saw it with your eyes. You saw it cleaned with bleach. Would you ever trust that spatula again?
Depends on the material of the spatula.
So if it was like stainless steel or glass, you'd be like,
It's
maybe.
non-porous
The glass spatula.
for the dainty cooking.
But a plastic one is not, or rubber?
No, plastic
is
and
porous.
rubber
Rubber
are porous. I can't
Okay,
get
Make
over
sure the
that.
logo's out.
I would also probably only really keep the spatula in general and bother to clean it if I really needed to. There's a very good chance if I knew someone scooped up dog shit with the spatula, I'm just throwing it in the garbage to begin with and not trying to clean it.
Okay, so because of the situation proposed with said spatula, you're unwilling to trust any cleaning agent, like not even the dishwasher. I mean, it's made for washing dishes, but then bleach
I wouldn't.
also kills
I'm just gonna say I would
99.9%
not. There's no way in hell.
germs.
But I was thinking
Well,
about it today.
If you saw it,
when I
like,
saw some bleach.
If I didn't see it and I just heard, like if you were like, hey, I think the kids used that spatula to clean up dog shit the other day, I'd probably be like, okay, whatever, and roll my eyes and make sure it went through the dishwasher or whatever. If I watched you go outside with a spatula and scoop up some dog shit, I would tell you to just walk right over to the garbage and throw the whole thing away.
Yeah.
Don't even bring it back in the house.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
yeah, no.
But I'm
so
sure
I
there's
don't
some
think-
degree of like,
Well,
what if it
totally.
wasn't dog shit? What if it was?
Well, like you see all the time.
Well,
there's
if
like
it's
the
the
joke
grimy
on,
floor of the McDonald's, like that's what we're trusting.
Or what if it? Yeah.
There's a sink full of bleach, and they
I
just
see
dunk
things
it
on
in there
Instagram
and
as a
rinse
joke
it
all
off.
the time. That's like there's the one bowl in the family that's the puke bowl and the popcorn bowl and the like, candy bowl at Halloween.
Oh my god.
Well, the key element I was going to bring up is like, this is all the stuff you know. Like, you go to a hotel or a restaurant
don't
and you're
know.
using all the silverware and the dishes and
Yeah, you don't know what the hell's going on in the hotel rooms. Hotel rooms are gross for that purpose. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really stay in shady hotels anymore.
I also don't know if
Yeah.
bleach is like the thing you'd clean a spatula with. Like that I would, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, but if you saw
those are
shit
the
on it, you'd be
Well,
like,
totally.
I'm not just going to trust Palmolive for this. Like, I'm going to take this all the way to the bleach.
Yeah, but
I might even,
Borax.
your mom might be like, bleach and a little bit of ammonia and let it gas up a little bit. Which
It
I
is the
did see
right
her
way to
do once
clean
and very
things.
early
Once.
in our marriage.
Do you remember when
So
your
the
sister
bleach, I
wouldn't
don't
use
think-
the
yeah.
silverware at school because it was recycled, which meant
That was
that it
amazing.
had been used before in someone else's mouth?
Oddly enough, when I
No, that was recycled plastic sporks that she wouldn't use because
Right.
it was other people's trash that had been melted down and repurposed.
Right, it
and,
didn't
and
matter, it came from
there was a
trash.
disconnect between heating something up to its melting point and it not having germs on it because of like she didn't understand that the germs go
Right.
away when you heat it up to a liquid state.
She's also, by the way,
Most
the
of the time.
worst in the house for understanding what things can get recycled and what things cannot. I've literally found like old clothes of hers in the recycling. I'm like,
recycling.
Lori,
It's like,
Come on
okay,
now.
it's not Goodwill or a thrift store. It's
right.
the recycling plant, and they're just going to throw the whole bag of garbage away.
Do you remember when we went to the recycling plant?
Yeah, and they told us they just throw the whole bag away and send it to the
Dump.
landfill if there's anything significantly
Awry.
dirty in there that is classified as garbage and not like you're supposed to pull the tops off of all of your milk cartons and rinse them out and throw the milk cartons or the whatever
the cap.
bottle like the Simply orange juice stuff like you're supposed to
No
throw
one's
the
doing
caps
that.
away separate and rinse them out.
So no one does that. So is this like a?
But
is
it's
this
also
I
like
don't
they
think they're really
heat it up to the
recycling
point where it's
anything.
melting down. So like I feel like the food particles in that situation just turn into ash and are like cooked away.
Right. No, I think
like
they're not
might
really
be
recycling
negligible.
anything. I think
I don't
that
think
the
they would turn it
recycling
to
in this country is probably really, really disappointing if you looked at it like in real life.
I've seen countless videos of like Instagram or YouTube reels or whatever. I saw one like last night or 2 days ago. And it's a Starbucks, and they've got the thing in the Starbucks that's the recycling and the trash, and they open up the cabinet because they left it unlocked, and it's just one giant garbage can.
in the Starbucks?
Yeah, they've got the recycling hole and the trash hole, but
We
it's
shouldn't
just
talk about
one-
brands. You should say instead a very popular.
Well, I don't know
coffee.
I don't know that it was a Starbucks. It looked like the interior of that very popular
Or like a chain coffee
yeah, it was
shop of some
definitely.
sort.
I think it was like it looked like something like that. I don't know. It might have been a store or something like that.
So
But
what you're saying to me is you went into a chain, a
I
large.
didn't. I saw a video.
You saw a video of what
occurs in other
appeared to be
locales.
a large chain coffee shop, and they had recycle, trash, and then they open up the underneath, and it was. I just drooled on myself. It was just one garbage can.
Yeah, just a big.
So
big garbage can.
public
catching
perception.
Everything from both.
I'm
Everything.
recycling.
Both.
I'm recycling.
Yeah.
I'm recycling.
all.
I'm doing my job. I'm a good person. My heart is full.
It says recycling, but it's going to the
Well,
same.
do
But
you
it's going to the
remember when we
landfill.
watched
Yeah,
that
they're all
movie and the
total
guy
bullshit.
was like all about how he was like taking like the tiniest showers ever, and he was trying so hard to conserve water and conserve energy. It was the movie about how like the cows are what's killing the world.
With a
because we're eating
methane
so much
gas
meat.
one. Yeah.
But
And then he realized, and he was riding his bike. And then what?
and then
what
he was
the
like,
punchline?
no, but it was like, so the
Then he
water,
flew
we're
a-
not really going to be able to save the planet by like taking 3-minute showers instead of 10-minute showers. Like there are people that are making us believe that that's what's going to fix the world. But in fact, it's much worse than that. And they just don't tell us the truth.
Yeah, I mean it's the same. I feel like that. Yeah, they're feeding us a pot of lies in that at that point. I do.
Somebody said something one time about how all of our recycling stuff gets shipped on barges to China.
I have no idea.
I wouldn't
about
be
that.
surprised.
That sounds like
I have
kind
no
of a
idea why
conspiracy.
we would choose to do that or what China wants with
That
our
sounds a little
garbage, but-
crazy, and we would need like Noah, the fact checker, to check on that and like tell us if that's actually what
If
happened.
that's actually
I would
happening
guess that
and
it's
they're
One-
not
one thing that-
here, but like
What?
closer to the ocean, maybe that's like a possibility to be like the cheapest, best solution. But I can't imagine.
I do know I've heard stories that when they do like the like sockeye salmon or some of the commercial fishing that's going on the West Coast, that one of the moves is that they actually barge that stuff all the way over to China to cut it, fillet it, they flash freeze
The
it,
fish.
and then ship it all the way back. So it's like being caught here or near here, going all the way over there,
in a barge.
getting
So that's
processed,
really good for the ecosystem right
Check
there.
that carbon footprint
getting
right up.
processed, and then coming back. But that's cheaper. I mean, clearly, if that's what they're doing, which I
Well,
heard
they're
this.
not going to do it if it's
It's
losing
cheaper,
money.
right? So it's cheaper to barge it all the way over,
Right.
pay them a lot
'Cause they're-
less, and then barge it all the way back.
because they're shipping it in such mass
That's
quantities.
so sad and gross.
Yeah, there've been a couple of like U.S. goods I remember hearing about that were like, it was like a natural like process, a naturally harvested something in the U.S. that then they sent all the way
Send.
overseas to have the actual labor to turn it into a product, and then they send it back to the U.S.
We're sending the wood to get the bed
terribly
frame or whatever.
inefficient. Yeah, I don't think it was wood, but it was some
Well,
other
yeah.
big process.
Fish and shrimp. You've seen that video of the shrimp when they like inject the shrimp with the jelly?
That's so
That's gross.
gross.
I don't know where they do that.
They were
but-
doing that
not
to
seen that.
beef
I don't
for a
buy it.
while too, remember?
or the like nitrogen package.
And it was like making it so it looked red no matter what. Like, it
it actually
expired
like
2 weeks
it like
ago. It still looks
suspends it, and
perfect.
it's like it puts it in suspended animation, and it's like so well sealed in there that nothing can get in and penetrate the.
Yeah.
And then do you remember opening? I remember we did that for a little while. We had those types of containers, and when you open it, it's like really hard to open. You have to like stab
Yeah,
it.
and it's like lets out a little air almost.
Yeah, and then I bet you if you left that open for like 2 hours, it would just
Rot
Decay.
in
it would
1
like
minute.
soil,
Yeah.
Ugh.
it would like turn brown and
So
gross.
gross.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. I'm hungry for dinner.
Other
Definitely
eco
not
situations that are happening. A very famous person who's been seen at all sorts of events recently that are leading up to a really big event this weekend, and everyone's super worried about how this famous person's going to get back and forth. Apparently, that famous person is trying to sue some kid that's recording how many miles the private jet is going that's taking this private famous person back and forth. And so there was a whole article about how the person that now owns one of those giant social media platforms tried to do this years ago and it didn't work. And so she's probably not going to get anywhere. She's not going to be able to shut this kid down and whatever.
You know, that's really unfortunate.
I
I
think
don't care at all about that. I mean, I
I
love
think
you,
it's
and that was
gross
a good
that the-
story, but I don't care.
But don't you think it's gross that they're doing that much traveling that they're embarrassed for the world to know it, but they're not, but they're doing it anyway?
No, dude, she spent $25,000 in fuel to go to a football game from Brazil or whatever.
The reality is that kind of stuff is happening all over the place. And you know what? If we're being honest, like if I had enough cash, I'd be flying private everywhere I went to.
Well,
Call me a bad person, but the reality is
But
if
would
I
you
can
be
get on with
ping-ponging
my,
all over the planet constantly, or would you be
What?
traveling like you travel now?
I wouldn't. I'd be doing what I do now, but instead of,
The man
screwing
who
around.
leaves the house every 10 days, ladies and gentlemen.
exactly.
Hey, but I go on several.
You go away
you
a
go on
couple times
trips.
a
I
year.
travel
Yeah,
a
you-
lot.
you go on
Actually, I
trips.
travel probably more than the average person by 2x.
Get around.
Well, a lot of it's work and whatever, but if you calculate it all, and then
The point is I'd be
add a
flying private
PJ
everywhere.
to the equation.
The airport sucks. The dealing with the airlines is a pain in the ass. The fact that you're like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get there, and I gotta be like,
And then sit
and
in
you
like a
always,
tiny
and then you
little
like
seat.
know that even though we have pre-check or whatever, you know that you're gonna get there and it's gonna be easy. But then it's like, oh well, this trip's like really important, and I want to make sure we don't, whatever. And then you get there way early, and then it stresses you out so much.
Well,
and the reality
you get
is,
there, you're like stressing out all day to get there, and then you get there and you sit there for an hour and a half.
right. But what happens is your travel that is like, oh, it's a 4-hour flight to
No, it's
wherever.
8.
It consumes
Yeah.
8
It
hours
ends
of
up being the
day.
entire day, and so you
9,
burn a
yeah.
whole day, and you're less productive. You don't get as much done. You can't travel with your dogs. You can't eat what you want on the flight. I haven't eaten anything on a flight other than like the little dumb
like
cookie
bag of pretzels.
Yeah, they don't even do like straight pretzels anymore,
No,
which is
they're
very
like little
unfortunate.
tiny ones,
Mixed
and they don't
bag
even have
of, like,
salt on them. They're
garbage
actually
pub
miserable
mix.
to eat.
Yeah,
And
the
now
best
they're doing
thing-
the new-
best thing
things.
are those little ginger biscuit things. and
Yeah, those
are
biscotti
garbage. Yeah.
type
Well,
cracker
I don't know what they
cookie
are, but they're
It-
like
it-
that's the
Nonsense.
best thing.
It's the best thing in context of there are
Sometimes they don't even give you the whole.
you interrupt people a lot, and that's gonna be a problem.
That was the first time I've done it.
I'd also like to acknowledge that we've already, episode 1, hit comedy trope of let's talk about airline food. We're 10, maybe 20 it's deep, and that is like it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
that-
good,
no, that's
but
bad,
that is
though.
like, hey, has anybody ever eaten a meal on an airplane before?
It came up naturally.
Yeah, that's what they all say, man.
Well,
Food used to be good on planes.
man.
I actually
Okay, yeah,
remember eating
let's just commit to the
no.
bit.
Listen, I'm cool to talk about
Let's
it.
just
but,
roll
like,
with it.
We got to talk about it for 10 minutes.
Just
you
got
know?
called out.
No, we don't have time. We
Just
can move
keep
on.
moving.
I did that one time. I missed that flight. Oh, coach needs attention.
Quiet.
He wants to
man.
bite me.
Yeah.
He likes to spend like 10 minutes a day just gnawing on my arm.
It's good.
Hey,
Hi, buddy.
go.
No, go.
I did
buddy.
He's not
that one time. I flew to Florida.
When you were going to Florida?
with that random dude. I missed my flight.
The random
And that
dude.
one guy, Dale,
I forgot
he was a
about this
homie.
guy.
Hey,
He was a-
mom and dad.
gotta go
I
through
missed my
this.
flight. There's this random
This
random
random dad.
50-year-old man, and he's gonna have his parents pick us up in another airport in another
Sanford.
town,
3
and then
hours from
drive
where I'm
me
supposed to
all
be.
the way to where I need to
Mini
be
road
to
trip.
visit my grandma and grandpa. Are you guys cool with that? Like, I think this is. I trust. Like, I mean, he seems
me and
cool. He
Dale.
seems like a good dude.
Well, there was also the factor that he was in an
Ripping
airport,
it.
which means I knew that he was unarmed at a level that I wouldn't have known if he was.
That's
That's
a
the
good
safety.
point.
But
I
when you
wouldn't
get
have even
outside of
gotten
the
that far.
airport in Florida,
Oh, no, he
in
like
Florida,
that.
what the land with the highest per
Yeah,
capita,
you walk out those
felons
doors
or
and
whatever.
a gun just finds its way to your
So
hip.
the funny part is that first of all, this dude like totally had too much trust in me. He so we landed. We had to like link up with the parents.
What was his name?
Dale.
Okay, so
And his
let's
social security number was.
let's refer to him as Dale for the
Yeah,
rest of the
yeah.
conversation.
Dale was an absolute homeboy, very nice, definitely like
How old was Dale?
older than you,
Yeah,
probably 52,
Yeah.
50.
That's legendary.
He had
in
children,
itself.
though.
Yeah, he had a girl my age at
yeah.
my college, and you know it was
Dude,
a point of conversation, whatever. But he after we flew out
yeah.
and we landed, he was talking about how excited he was because he was going to fly home on a private jet. This is why I'm bringing this up, right? He had an uncle who was a jet pilot and had a jet and would fly around.
And poor Dale had to fly commercial
And poor Dale had to fly commercial
out of
there.
Midway,
And
if
the
I
reason-
recall correctly.
No,
out of
Grand Rapids.
Gerald R. Ford International.
Gerald R. Ford International.
Board.
But you know, he was the reason he was late is because he was parking at like the private hangar that the private jet was
Because he was
fly him
coming back,
right?
and they don't have like convenient
Oh.
shuttles
So he had-
because no idiot
Right.
like parks
I
their
mean,
car.
that
At Gerald
is
R.
the upper
Ford.
echelon of first world
Right.
problems.
So
right
very
there.
terrible. But he happens to describe to me, like while we're there, like I mean, the way I phrase it is, had I been a very shady person with a lot of other like. I'm in college. If I was a criminal and I lived with a bunch of criminal roommates and it was like everyone's cool
He's a
with
criminal.
breaking the law. He was like, oh yeah, I got my big, Denali SUV with the tinted windows. I forgot I had my handgun, so I had to leave that in the center console.
So Dale was
just
so
confined.
Dale was honest.
And he like told me where he parked, and he was like, I didn't know where to put my keys, so I just put them in the like gas can or whatever. Like he told me where the keys were. I was like, why would you give it? Like I know I'm physically
Dale,
with
stop
you here
talking.
in Florida, but like
Perfect
if I were to
setup.
just text a shady friend of mine who is in Michigan, as you know,
Let's go steal Dale's
like,
car.
I know where a $70,000 car is. I know where your gun is, and I know where the
I
keys
know
to the car
where the
are.
keys
Like,
are.
what are we doing? Yeah, no, it was just bonkers. But
I think that it's because
GTA.
you give off such like vibes of genuine kindness
Yeah.
that he just knew you weren't that guy.
yeah,
Yep.
that was it. I was pretty
Yeah, 'cause
agreeable,
no one can
you know?
hide that.
Tell me about Dale's parents.
Surprisingly.
So you
good
flew
drivers.
from Grand Rapids to where
Like
you flew to like
Orlando.
Tampa or Orlando or something
Sanford
instead of Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you had to drive from Orlando to Fort Myers, or no, you met.
no, the parents
To their
drove
house.
to
We
Orlando.
pulled up to the driveway of
Oh my
Lee's
gosh!
house.
And so how were Dale's parents?
We were talking about you. Dale's parents drove you. Do you know how long of a drive this was?
Yeah, like 3 hours.
Yeah, no, this is like this is up
Orlando.
close and personal
Like-
with
I
Did
thought
the
it was
parents
Dale.
sit
I thought
together in the front seat and you
Yeah.
and Dale were in the back seat?
No.
No,
That was
Dale,
the nice thing.
you were with Mama.
No. Dale fucking sorry. All right, so Dale
rode in the way.
we
back.
landed in Sanford. We Ubered like 15 minutes away to a steakhouse and got some food.
Oh, they took you to food too.
No, I paid to Uber us, and then he bought me lunch.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then we met them there so that we weren't at the airport. Hold on.
Oh, now I understand.
So Dale and I landed in Florida, and we wanted to meet up with the parents, but we didn't want them to have to deal with the airport.
Right.
Because they're in their 70s. So
Fair.
let's get out of there. Even though it wasn't like busy, it was weekday morning or whatever. But
It's strapping. Big Dale's strapping.
no, he's not.
He was, dude.
Dale
He
Senior.
didn't check a bag.
No, Big Dale. Dale's daddy.
Dale
His
Senior.
dad was not a senior
Grandpa
and a
Dale?
junior, but I
His
don't.
dad was not a senior.
So you guys went and you got some food.
Yeah,
Did he? You Ubered from the airport, went to a steakhouse, and got some
not
food.
that exciting. Yeah,
Okay, so
Did you eat? Did he pay for you to eat?
I already said this. Yes. Yeah.
Noah paid for the Uber. He paid for the dinner.
And
was
then
so
the parents
nice.
met
And then-
you there,
and then they-
picked,
and
and
then
then you
parents
guys
picked
drove.
picked us up, and Dale drove. He was
Okay.
like, "All right, I'll drive. You guys,"
parents
because
in
they
the
already
back.
drove 3 hours up because they live where I was
Oh, that's
supposed
a
to
good
go
point.
too. Like,
Right.
So
Okay.
they had already driven.
So
3
Dale
hours.
and his
Napping in the
daddy
back.
sat in the front seat, and then did you sit in the back seat with mom?
No, Noah rode shotgun with Dale.
I'm pretty sure I rode. She was the wife was like, "No,
You
no,
did not-
hang in
no,
back." And
man,
then
that's
the husband
wrong.
too.
Kick
Yeah, no, it
Dale
was
Senior.
weird.
They're
Yeah,
like it's
front
okay,
seat.
young boy.
It was
You
weird,
just
yeah.
but it was good.
Napping in the back.
No, everybody had a good time. It was fun.
Maybe she was worried you
All
were going to
things
get
considered.
fresh with her.
Hey, a
back
couple
then.
What are you
nice
drinking
folks.
there? You
Oh, yeah,
drinking
no,
water?
Don't.
A whole
No,
bunch of nice
No
folks.
stepping on Dale Senior.
Something.
it's
Something.
a seltzer of some sort. It's actually one that has ginger in it.
It
so
doesn't.
It's not
I
my
don't see any
favorite.
bubbles. It looks like water.
It's pretty.
Vodka.
I will say that's one of the reasons I really like this
The
is because
purist.
it doesn't have a lot of bubbles. A lot of the hard seltzers are really bubbly, and I don't like that.
Yeah. So they're not very hard. They're weak.
I guess. Wimpy
I don't
seltzer.
know if that. I think the hard is in reference to the,
The booze.
alcohol content.
Are we
rather
ready
than
for a
the
different subject?
Yes.
carbonation?
Are you sure?
I'm really wishing we had a Coach Cam right now.
Oh, he
Oh,
is.
we should have a Coach Cam. Coaches are amazing little puppy. He's not
He
very
snores
little.
and
He's
I don't
an
know.
English bulldog. He's
We're
8
quiet.
months
We
old.
could probably just bask in Coach's
he
glory.
snores.
All right.
All right. I will start with this one.
Oh, he's come prepared.
Uno officially confirms that you can't play a draw two on top of another draw two.
That is the wrong way. Like you that.
Does the same rule apply to the draw 4?
Hold
know.
on. We're getting. This is
Oh.
okay.
When did this happen?
There's
I don't
two
really give a
different
shit about this at
games.
all, but it's. I
Pause.
figured it was like this is actually
bring it
Uno chiming in like
I have something to
40
say.
years after they were relevant to me, or
I
maybe
have-
maybe 20 years.
I
after
have-
I
they
think
were.
Uno is a good card game to have on hand. It's easy and everyone
One
can
of the
play.
best.
Uno's good. Phase
Really?
10 is good.
I
Okay.
would say it's the best of the playing card.
I would agree with
Absolutely.
that.
Well, and I feel
I
like
would
a
agree with
that. It's better
non-playing
than Phase
card
10.
game is nice for a broad audience if you've got like a bunch of family that wants to play, young kids,
And children.
older people.
It's better than Old Maid. Has Old Maid been renamed yet, or is that been
It's probably
canceled?
you
not a
could
call,
probably-
be allowed to call
No,
that
I think
anymore.
you could-
Now it's called.
Yeah.
It's called
like,
Old Person.
Yeah.
elderly human.
Elderly human.
Yeah.
Aged one.
Aged
I agree
one.
with that.
Okay, hold on. So
So you can't
There's
put a
two-
draw 2 on a
you
draw
just
2.
interrupted.
you
Interrupted.
just
a
totally
big-
interrupted. Oh my
Sorry.
gosh. In my experience playing the beautiful game that is Uno, there are two different ways you can play. One in which stacking is allowed, and one in which it is not. So if you were playing with stacking, then I don't think it matters what kind of item you're stacking on. Like
Yeah,
the idea of
but
stacking
here-
is
let
you can stack a draw 2. Like if I put down a draw 2, you can, and you're next to me.
We don't need to
you
get
can
too far.
stack whatever thing you want on it, and then if Dad's the next person, he either stacks or both of the two cards
Right.
combined are
Can I-
the
can I-
effect on
can I
him. So
interject,
that-
please?
Or you could just play regular without stacking, and then it's fine.
Can you want to keep talking about stacking, or can I say what I was going to say?
Well, I had a point to get across.
Was it about stacking?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
was.
here's the thing: is like what you're saying is, oh, we used to play this way or that way depending on who we were playing for. We changed the rules. That's the whole point of. That's the relevance of what I just said, which is Uno threw down and said, "No,
No stacking.
fuckers, no stacking doubles on double or 2 on 2."
Well, if that-
what was it?
Draw two
you
on
can't
Draw two.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. So
I don't-
whoever you were playing with
We
was a
always
mischievous
chat.
little bastard. And
Every
is
game
out.
I've played
No,
is
I
wrong.
don't, but I don't think that it's like I don't think that it was them coming. I think that was probably an elaboration on the rules that are already written. So if you
What's
play
your
by
favorite
their-
board game?
My favorite board game. I haven't. There's a lot of good board games out
Not
there.
that many good ones.
Not that
Parcheesi.
many good ones.
Sorry.
Parcheesi is a good one.
Sorry's
Sorry's
Shoots and ladders.
no,
Seasonals.
No,
No.
Catan is
Fuck
great.
seasons.
Oh, Catan.
Yeah, but that'll
Oh,
start.
That brings
Not
our
allowed to
family to
play
blows. We
Catan.
don't do good with that shit.
We haven't played Catan
Catan
since
COVID.
Since Noah
Since
said,
the
"I'm never
plague.
playing
Since,
this game
like-
with you ever again."
Since April like
2020.
COVID.
yeah, April like 11th. We
We
made
should
it.
have a Catan remembrance party
We made it.
in April this year.
We made it 2 months into a pandemic before we had to nix that game.
I will say,
It almost caused a fist fight in, our
in a
dining
similar
room.
way to how I had a few days where I just explored the world of like professional puzzling
not
on
surprised.
YouTube. I did once or twice, like a couple years, maybe a year ago. Since we last
champions
played, though, pro Catan tournaments, like
How much money is in
the
that
best
game?
in the Northeast or whatever.
How much can you win if you win the whole thing? Can you win like
I'm-
$100,000?
I'm betting like year round, if you were like always playing tournaments, you
Yeah.
could probably break the poverty line, like
Yeah.
40 grand, 50 grand.
If you're like, I'm a year Cataner.
like, yeah,
What do they call
I,
themselves?
A lot more money in
I
chess.
wish it was like Cataniacs.
I'm a Cataniac.
I don't know.
Cataniac.
I'm a Cataniac.
Catania. I'm a
But
Cataniac.
I don't know that there was.
Catania.
I will say it's also weird because the biggest, like, it takes longer sometimes for the road picking to take place. Like, people play online.
Oh,
People play online, right?
Oh, I would
and like the
murder
turns
someone.
are
6
wicked
hour long
fast.
game.
In the very beginning of the game, you pick where your first 2 roads go.
Yeah,
And
the hard
that
part.
is like half the game. At
Oh,
the
it's
pro
all
level.
about, like,
it's half
the-
the time of the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like the open
It's
in
like
chess.
when you play chess with my dad and he sits there for 4 hours between every move and has
Well,
to like examine every angle.
It's his
but-
birthday
Speaking of
today.
which,
Happy
we have
birthday,
to call
Rick.
him after we're done.
No,
Yeah.
we call
Say
him on the
that.
air.
Even though you just gave me
no,
a tick.
No.
I caught that on
Thinking about
Jesus.
chess with Rick.
Oh, thinking about chess. Yeah, no, it's bad.
He's a thinker.
He thinks.
Oh, yeah.
He
He played
thinks.
chess for the next 6 hours.
I think a lot of people would argue that
Like a
Risk
sandwich?
is one of the games that's up
Ah.
there. Although I will,
Risk?
I will be
I
the
don't
first
like
to
Risk.
confess.
I don't think
I've
that I've
never
ever
sat and
played
a
Risk.
game of Risk
I've
ever.
played it.
badass.
It's not great.
Oh yeah, no. See, I knew
Yeah?
that one of us
He
would
loves
have something
Risk.
to say about it.
Loves it.
I bet you do. You're
You
you're
guys
you're
used to play
thinker.
a lot in
No,
high school,
I
didn't
could
you?
pull out a real
Stratego
gem.
was also a good one.
Stratego
How
is
about
what I
how
was
about Stratego? I like that
Stratego's a
game.
good one.
Are we gonna go to that festival in May for your birthday?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I really
I'm
want
having-
them to. I really would love it if they played on Friday or Sunday. And I
Yeah.
looked, and last year they played Sunday. They closed Sunday night with 2 sets
I would love it if they played Sunday because then I can
because you
go
could do
celebrate
your
my
birthday on Saturday, and we
Saturday
could just go on
on
Sunday.
my actual birthday. And then we
We're
can
talking
just
about
wake
Goose.
up and go to Goose on Sunday. Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
we're
excited
the-
to see the new drummer. What's his name?
Cotter.
Cotter Ellis
Yeah.
from Vermont.
Yeah, I mean he seems tight from what I've seen, but
Yeah.
I'm a little
as far
concerned
as, like-
with how are they going to do things that they've already done? Is he going to try and play the songs the way we have learned them to sound, or is he going to play them their own way and they're not going to sound
I
the
don't
same
think
anymore?
he's gonna do. I mean, I think it's up to whatever the rest of the band members decide.
I don't think that's the issue at
but
all.
I think he'll drum it the way he wants to drum it. Same
You don't
as-
think it will affect
mean,
the song if he doesn't drum it the way we're used to it?
I think
don't
that
know.
I think that the he will drum the way that the songs are kind of
Supposed to have-
written or recorded or the way that we're used to hearing them.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that won't be a thing. It'll
Okay,
maybe
good.
a little bit different. The key to the whole thing
Can you
really.
keep time.
I mean, he's a
Of
professional.
course he
drummer,
can.
Mom. I would-
If he couldn't, he
I
wouldn't
would
be in the
really,
band.
really,
no,
really
that's
hope
not the
so.
key to the
Yeah, that
the
would
whole
be kind
thing,
of
sorry.
awkward.
Well, the key to the whole thing is the jams, really, right? And the vibe
Yeah.
that he kind of and who he is as a person. You
But
know
it's
what?
also, like,
We're gonna
I
see.
don't-
We heard the TED tapes
I'm very
24.
anxious.
They sound
Well-
really, really good.
And they they've clearly had.
They had their pick from the world. They literally could have picked almost anybody.
And they recorded an album with the guy. They clearly have had some.
They jammed with the dude and recorded everything.
Yeah,
the first song on the record is the first song that they played together, or their first jam that they played together, which is pretty ballsy.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but I mean that's pretty badass. And second of all,
no, and I mean I said that to you earlier. We were talking about it. That's the first time that I've seen or witnessed a record of somebody's first jam with the band, and then there's also like a video or footage or audio at least of
him being asked
to join the band.
Yeah,
I don't know
do
any
you
of
think
the bands that I love where I can look up the moment that the drummer got asked. I don't even know if the Foo Fighters did that when they asked Josh Freese to be in the band. I have no idea. But I've never seen that before. I just thought that was cool.
I forgot. Sorry. It's over.
It's okay.
It might come back, but maybe not.
What do you guys think about the AI stuff?
Oh, I know.
Oh, there you go.
Got it.
I was going to say AI in music because there's also
that
weird. Well, you can't really stop it if somebody wants to make a there's an Instagram account where a guy uses AI to make.
No, dude, there's a dude that's out there.
Ring of Fire.
There's a dude that's out there, and
Yeah.
he was interviewed by. I saw him in the interview, and he thinks he's okay, but what he's doing seems so wrong to me. But what he's doing is he's using AI. He's pumping out tracks, and then he's using he's trying to use the Spotify algorithms to make sure that the songs fit into the right scenario where they're getting added to playlists. So he's getting shit tons of hits.
So he's using data.
He's
creating
it seems fucking evil, man.
He's using our listening patterns
So
to
it's-
No. The
shit that we
Spotify
wanna
has
hear.
its own algorithms, and we know them and love them. Really, I mean, I
Yeah.
love Spotify. Spotify is an amazing platform where we can listen
Spotify
to.
hits on playlists and radio stations
Right.
like no other.
I mean, sometimes on the Discover
good at
Weeklies
that.
and stuff, I laugh. This week's Discover Weekly had "Take It Easy" by the Eagles, and 7 other songs that are I've listened to on Spotify 12 times. No, I'm not shitting on
But
Spotify.
you haven't listened to
But
this
you
recording.
probably don't follow the Eagles because you claim not to like
you haven't
the Eagles.
listened to
so
the-
that's
It's not the
probably why they
point.
show
You haven't
up
listened to
there.
the
My point-
1997 remaster.
I
You
don't.
only
The
listened to
point is
2004.
that Spotify has algorithms that say if you like this and this, you're probably going to like that, right? And if you like this and this, if you like name
Pink Floyd and the Who.
yeah, you're
probably
probably going to
like
like
Led Zeppelin.
or the Rolling Stones, right? Or if you like the Beatles and and I don't know, whatever. The point is the algorithms work. When you get into the artist radio stations, and they're like, oh, we're gonna play the Wilco radio station. There's a lot of it's similar vibe stuff. So what this guy is doing with his company is he's saying this is how Spotify. I think he got some intel or he's done his homework to figure out this is how these algorithms work. So I'm gonna specifically target them and go after them and try and get tons and tons of plays. And make shit tons of money. It's his company. He's this is his job, and he's getting millions of plays. And you know how it works, right? You get a little teeny tiny piece of everything that happens, and therefore, he's making a living. He's probably got more hits. He actually, I think that, and I would have to refer back to the interview that I saw, but I'm fairly certain the dude that was interviewing said that he has more hits than any individual artist ever. So he's got so many plays.
Who is this person?
He's not.
I feel like-
Is it a name you know from the radio?
No. He's
No,
not
he's just
a
some random guy.
musician.
His name's Joe Smith or whatever. He's just some
whatever.
random guy.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I think that's
He's the CEO.
If you look him up on
He owns a
Spotify, does
company
his
that
name
makes a
show
bunch
up
of
or
shit.
just a?
I think maybe the company named us.
Yeah.
But they're part of 50 different genres.
Yeah,
They
I
play-
mean, I
so
kind of find
not
that
cool.
hard to believe. think Ed Sheeran's got like 4
No,
songs
no.
that have
This
passed
what-
a billion streams on Spotify.
Listen,
But
I'm
if
not
you
sure,
have-
but
if
I would
you
I would
have-
bet money that I would
if you
bet
have
like
3,000
$300
songs that are out, then it doesn't.
No,
or
no,
I'm
dude.
gonna grab some of the drink.
300,000 songs.
I think he's
that
got
are out,
like
or 3
I think he's got
million
like
songs that are out.
30,000 songs.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. There's a point where quantity just overwhelms everything.
Here, will you fill this up too?
Oh, but yeah. So there. I mean, there's that which is super skeezy, and then there's the other part of it which is like people have to be super aware of, because like just AI in general. Like you can make a video of Trump saying something awful or of Biden saying
Oh,
something
yeah, with the
awful,
face
and
stuff?
it totally looks like
What-
that.
what do we
It
call that,
totally
Noah?
looks like them. I don't know.
Deep fakes.
Oh, there you go. Deep
The
fakes.
deep fake is when you change the video, right?
Yeah, it's like you can record.
Like make a
somebody
video of
doing
me
it,
saying something really bad that I would never say, and then putting it on the internet and making
it
people
look
believe
like
that I'm
Biden's
like
face or something.
I'm like a Satan worshiper.
Except
or like
the
some
big
bad-
advantage you have is you don't have tens of thousands of hours of video on the internet.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
key.
I don't.
Yeah, no, we got to get a couple
No.
thousand.
Yeah, we gotta
I've been
get-
trying
get
to
a couple-
remain
couple
anonymous
episodes.
for years.
Yeah, but well, there's that. But then as back to the music side of it, it's also super interesting. Like the whole "Now and Then" the Beatles song is
Oh, with John.
all that like is all because they were able to completely clean up the freaking
Yeah, but that's
cassette
different.
tape that John Lennon had recorded, and they dropped it. Were able to use the AI to drop his
Yeah.
voice lower in the mix and bring out the keyboard and clean them up and whatever.
Yeah, but that's different. Like those
But
are
that's using AI as a tool, not using it as the entire orchestra.
right. But seriously, like some of the like 4K renderings that they're doing, they're running like old VHS stuff or old film stuff through like a machine, and AI is like trying to be smart and like pick it out and make it look better. And some of these old 60s and 70s dead shows that are on video are now like watchable, whereas before it was
Yeah.
all scratchy and shitty,
Well,
and
like-
now they look amazing. And we hope that you love us too. And if you do, it costs absolutely nothing to subscribe to us on YouTube, to like our videos, to follow us on Spotify, and to leave a review on Apple Podcast or Job Pod, like I like to call it. Jobs Pod.
Hello, gangsta.
Who do you think you are?
Just wait till I get back with my new Italian accent.
Do you imagine if Snoop Dogg was British?
It's gonna be so beautiful. I'm going to be Italian.
British Snoop Dogg. Marinate on that for a second.
Oh, that's a hard one for my brain to digest.
Are you guys trying to be
shizzle,
funny?
My nizzle. British Snoop? How do you do a British Snoop? Oh, also, by the way,
Driving
real fast,
down
your
the
girl
streets.
Martha declared that she's all about not looking her age and is not at all afraid of things like fillers and Botox.
Let's rip the
of course,
Botox.
whatever.
Cheek it
She's
up.
fucking hot for 80 years old.
Dude, that's like, it's extremely evident that a lot of that is fake.
Who's the most recent one? Christy Brinkley. She looks pretty good for her age.
Yeah.
What is she, 70 this year? 75?
I don't know.
Can't,
She looks
could
damn
not tell
good.
you which one that
Martha's the poster child for
Christy Brinkley is the one that
older
was in
women
like
that
the
look
National
beautiful.
Lampoon's movie.
the Ferrari.
I see. Yeah, she's
The
probably
blonde.
about
The
70
red
now.
swimsuit.
Wait,
And then she takes it off and gets naked.
the red swimsuit. That's not the blonde.
Yeah, it is.
She's
Not
a
the
brunette.
Christmas one.
the Ferrari
the road
girl.
trip across America one.
Wally World.
You think I've seen
then I'm
the
wrong.
non-Christmas one? The Christmas one is the only one I know. Look, Russ, no lines.
Oh, you,
You haven't
should
seen
totally
European
watch Europe
Vacation?
and the
No.
original
Or
one.
the original Vacation?
No, there was one time when they
What
were
the
like-
hell's wrong with you?
What the hell's wrong
Who
with
raised
you? You raised me.
When like
You had ample opportunity.
Aunt
to throw
Edna
this
dies
shit.
on the and they put her on the top of the car because they want to go to Wally World.
That's fucked.
You've never seen this movie? Oh my god! And then they get there and John Candy. Oh,
I've seen
John
like
Candy.
I've seen
John
like
Candy.
parts of
Oh.
the, I've seen like parts of the
John
Vegas
Candy.
one where they
Was-
like Russ is like older and like that's a bunch of shit away. I think
that's at Vegas. That's a
That's what I
bullshit
said,
one.
Vegas.
That's not even real.
And
That
then
came
that
out
is
like
real.
5 minutes ago.
I've seen the one that's like I think it's probably European Vacation, but I've only seen the part where they're in Germany. And Russ like gets married to some rando German chick or something like that.
That's so great.
That's like other than that, it's just Christmas Vacation.
All right, so I got a better question.
Okay, here we go.
You guys,
I mean, the Quaid family shines brightest in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Randy, what a man!
He's in the one where they drive across the country.
Oh, he is. He's
That's
a
where they
recurring-
pick up Aunt Edna.
no,
I believe Aunt Edna
they
lives.
stop in Vegas and the casino one, and he lives in Vegas.
Randy Quaid is a
and his
Randy
daughter's like a
Quaid's-
dance girl.
Right, but I think in the first one, the original, the road trip one, I think that Aunt Edna
No, she had
lives
her
with
own home.
him
What's
and
his
the mom.
name?
She
and
had her
the
own
wife.
home. They wouldn't have
What
picked
is
up.
his name in the movie?
Eddie,
Eddie. There
Yeah,
you go.
shitter's
cousin
full.
Eddie.
Uncle Eddie. Oh yeah, no, cousin Eddie. Yeah.
The
So
shitter's
I'm sorry,
full.
cousin Eddie is in fact a recurring character.
I
throughout
believe
the
he
National
is. I
Lampoon's-
believe he's in the Noah, can you fact check whether cousin Eddie is in the original?
This is relevant right now. This is-
Apparently
It's not
it
relevant
is.
at all.
This is what we're
And
talking
Mason's
about.
eyes. If you look at Mason's eyes right now,
You're really gonna do this on our world famous podcast.
I know it's.
that
I
grandma's
think
gonna
that
watch.
like your eyes need to
Grandma's
be
gonna
in a
watch this.
different state when we're podcasting.
That's what I'm talking
Look
about.
into the camera and
just
say
did this.
you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, don't say you're sorry.
You're not sorry.
Put down your pop. Put down your pop.
Your soda?
I'm trying to single tear over here. Give me some
Good
You
luck.
won't be able
for
to.
it.
You won't be able to. You're not going to single tear. You know what? I have a question, and I tried to ask it before I was so rudely interrupted by Mason, who's glassy-eyed.
Zombies. That's the answer. To which question?
I was wondering if you guys wanted to, if you could do anything,
Yeah.
like in the world,
Okay.
where would like gambling and getting hammered in a high school this weekend rank?
Oh, like of all the places you could be.
Yeah, do you guys want to go gamble and get hammered in a high school this weekend?
Yes.
Not so much of the gambling.
No, I'm not going to gamble at
I'm
all.
not really going to gamble either, but we could if we wanted
yeah.
to.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Here's
it's
a more
important to note
important-
that it's a Catholic
A
high
Catholic,
school.
a private Catholic
because
high school.
Well, that's the only way that it's possible. It's like an
every
Indian
year
reservation.
That I feel like I'm
Yeah.
Catholic.
Until
It's the one night a year that I feel like I am one with the Catholic people. Let's
Would
get
you
hammered.
say that?
Wander around. Be belligerent.
Would you say that this ranks above or below being in attendance at Usher's Super Bowl halftime performance this coming Sunday?
I mean, could I
Not the Super Bowl itself, just the halftime.
could I reach out and touch him?
I don't
lick
know.
his
it
sweat?
Depends on how determined you are.
I didn't even. I like forgot that Usher was even doing it. What songs does Usher have?
He's got the yeah that song.
Oh, the
The
song.
Next thing I know, she was all up on me screaming.
Yeah, yeah.
That one.
That one. Oh, that one.
I
And
knew
then he's
she was
got.
all up on me. Yeah,
and then
that's the
he's
only
got
part
the
I
one-
know is that part.
I think David Guetta is on the other one, which is the oh my gosh.
there's
Oh
I did it again.
my
So,
God.
no, it's the Black Peas.
Oh, no,
It's
that's-
the Black Eyed
yeah.
Peas. It's I did it again, so I'm gonna
Okay.
let the beat drop.
this is great, dude.
Yeah.
Dad learns about Usher is definitely like
Dad learns
$250,000
about-
YouTube views.
QM. QM.
That is
QM.
gold.
When do we celebrate
What else
the?
does he say,
What are the success
Well,
metrics for the podcast?
He did find
Success
Justin
metrics,
Bieber. He was Justin Bieber's
profit.
first manager, so there's a good chance that Justin
Oh,
Bieber will
you make me
show up.
want to leave the one I'm with, start a new
No,
relationship
what,
with
Justin
you.
Bieber.
That's
no,
him.
he got found by MJ.
Well, no, but
No,
Oh,
no, no,
and
But
he
Usher
was,
was his
he was
first
together
manager.
with one of the members of TLC, the one that
Usher
died,
was
I
his
think.
first manager. There's
Oh,
a
that's
little
sad.
dog
Right? No, no,
over
no.
there.
But the what, not hierarchy. I'm trying to think in terms of royalty.
I absolutely
Oh, the dog
believe.
is calling.
The pedigree goes.
Oh, little dog.
Michael Jackson found Usher, found Justin
Oh,
Bieber.
he did do OMG featuring Will I Am.
Oh,
I see.
my
That's what I
God.
thought. But okay, so Michael Jackson found Usher. He
Yeah.
found
And DJ got us
Biebs.
falling in love again with Pitbull.
Oh yeah.
He's got a bunch of songs.
Baby, tonight.
He's
DJ's
also got.
us
I
falling
think.
in
Did
love
he do? Did he do
again.
Dynamite? Oh no, Dynamite was Tayo Cruz.
Yes.
Dude, that would be a good podcast. Just
You
mom
just gotta
solo being
Fuck
like,
off.
"Hey, do you remember this
Do you
song?"
remember
and then
this
sings
song?
about 3 seconds.
I'm
of
gonna
it.
go get our dogs. You guys are assholes, all of you.
That's funny.
There's this song that goes, "They just wanna, they just wanna." Do you know that one?
I do.
I think the best segments are the ones when you sing.
Estos son Reebok, son Nike. No, not aware of that. I mean,
Coachy's here.
little dog ready to eat your limbs.
segment where you try and teach Dad something in Spanish.
No. No,
We're
I
okay.
think probably not. I think
We're okay.
probably not. He knows about as much of the Spanish language as he needs to know.
So,
Ipa.
Oh yeah, he had that Confessions song, Confessions album.
These are my confessions. Yeah, whatever.
These are my confessions.
Yeah.
whatever.
These are my confessions. And he talks about like getting with a girl.
You know
on
what?
the side.
I would
That
be.
one.
You know what?
That's
would
what
be,
it is. It's the bump.
Who would you have for
No,
the Super
that's a
Bowl
Beyonce
halftime
song.
show if you could pick any band, Mason?
If I could pick any band.
I guess no. See, because like you can't have like some dumb pick that.
No,
like,
no,
realistic-
yeah, let's get crazy.
realistic- No, like
Coldplay already
like
did
who
one.
could actually do it that hasn't done it that you'd be like, you know what I mean?
I'd be
'Cause I
like,
can't be like, oh yeah, my friend Tony.
I'd be like, yo,
appeal to a huge audience, though. Also,
I know, I
Are
know.
we talking? Yeah. So are we talking like realistically? Who could perform the halftime show that I would love to
Who would
see?
be like the
or
most epic halftime show
anybody
you can
that I
imagine being like, you know,
Like
worldwide
realistic
agreed
halftime
on,
show,
this
though?
is the best
yeah,
thing ever.
yeah, I got it, dude.
Like who?
like
what's
I
the
think
best
I think that
possible
like
combo?
Queen would have been a really good one.
You can't do it.
you
Freddie's
should pick
gone.
somebody that's alive.
Oh, right
Freddy's
now.
gone.
Right now, you're saying?
Yeah, no,
currently
I got
alive.
it. I got it. Can I please speak?
Please.
Yeah, sure, Dad. While I think, yeah. go
Glassy eye.
ahead. Don't. Okay. Well, yes. Go ahead. Of course.
Okay, so here's what I would do. I would do Goose
No way.
with
There's no chance.
Huey and the Lewis. Huey Lewis comes out and does "I Want a New Drug."
Oh,
Followed
Bob
up.
Seger.
Followed up by Axl Rose doing Paradise City.
Okay, so you're billing.
Followed up by Vince Neil.
Which song?
He's the one that called Dr. Feel Good. He's the one
That
makes
is
me
that
feel
is
all
the
night.
Motley Crew. That is the Motley Crew, not just Vince Neil.
What is just Vince Neil?
Exactly my
Mason's
point.
a big Vince Neil solo.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I mean,
you want just
you,
Dr.
what
Feel
do you
Good?
know a Vince Neil solo
No,
song?
I don't.
I mean,
That's
what
why,
the hell?
That's why I was confused by what you were saying.
Right. Okay, so we got Huey Lewis.
Okay, so Huey Lewis
With
singing,
Goose. Goose.
singing which song?
Goose is,
Goose is the
Okay,
house.
so
Goose.
you're billing a Huey Lewis, Axl Rose,
No,
Vince
no.
Neil halftime
Goose.
show, all featuring Goose because
Goose
there's
is the
no way that
band.
Goose is
Goose is the house
headlining.
band.
Everything else is a surprise.
I want.
like a Super Bowl surprise.
Okay, so
Can you
how
imagine
many?
if the
you need to
NFL
give them
announced
at least
Goose?
6
People would be
years.
like, "Wait, now
Who
what?"
the fuck?
I
Yeah.
want
Who is
Cotter.
Goose?
6
I want
years.
Cotter Ellis to have like the coolest intro into the band. So
Yeah,
it's
Dave Grohl.
You take the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got Dave coming out and doing monkey
and
wrench.
the talking heads are
Goose.
going
You
to
see
come
this
out.
thing
No,
I
no,
said
no.
about Dave Grohl the other
Talking
day?
Heads turned down $80 million to do like 20 shows.
Crazy.
They're not going to do it, but David Byrne will come.
David
we could get
Byrne
David
would.
Byrne to come,
Do it one song.
and he's
One
going to
song at a
do
time.
Wild
And she
Wild Life.
was.
Oh.
No.
I
Here
see.
come Mr. Businessman. Oh, that's what we're doing
Doing wild,
at the Super Bowl.
night.
Then,
The crescendo.
oh, do you know what it is?
What is it?
It's Bob Dylan.
We get Mazzy Star to come out of retirement to do Fade Into You.
Meanwhile, Mavsy Star looks nothing like she did before. She weighs approximately 120 pounds now. She's
You're going
chunky.
about this the wrong way.
No. We get Mazzy Star to come out
Sly Stone.
and do Fade Into You. Oh.
Oh,
Sly Stone. I know he's in a wheelchair. He still has the power.
Don't talk shit about him, dude.
I'm
the
not.
Dude.
he's got
I'm
the
not.
power. He
I'm
could do
saying.
it.
Dude,
Funky.
Phil Collins did
Al
an
Green.
entire... Al Green would be
The
good, too.
Reverend.
Phil Collins did an entire tour seated in a chair.
He stood up a little bit. And
Dude,
it was
you know
A
what?
little bit. Yeah, but
Phil
Sly could
Collins is
do
the
it
man.
without
That was the
standing
billing
up.
point too. It was the I'm gonna stand a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
that's
to
your
it.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
your ultimate
You know
right
when he
there.
When he stood was...
Take me home.
No.
Because I don't remember.
Good music video.
No.
Good shit.
He sung...
Dude, he physically traveled all
Syria.
over the world. There was no green screen back then.
He sung for...
I-
He stood for and
I don't think
only
music
for...
videos existed pre-green.
You'll be
screen.
in my heart. And he encored with it
Star
every
Wars.
night.
Come stop your crying. You'll be all right.
Dude, every time I see one of those things
Take my
about him on
hand.
Instagram that's like,
Trash
he
in
didn't
the
have to
camp.
sing that hard for Tarzan,
played-
but he did. He did that for
Opener.
us.
Trash in the camp opener. He stands up.
You know,
And then we
Justin Timberlake
absolutely
comes back,
just
Yeah, Justin Timberlake.
break
comes
the
out.
internet and we have
What have I done?
glassy eye.
I don't know. But it's not in the.
We have Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel do a duet.
Oh, wow.
Islands in the Stream.
Rich girl.
Oh, rich girl.
Man-eater?
No.
No.
Duet.
No.
Duet.
No, I'm actually thinking Islands in the Stream. Islands in the Stream. Imagine
That is
Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel singing that song together.
I feel like that would be like
After all
angels
these years.
singing. I would
Nothing
cry.
in between.
How can
Come
it be
away
wrong?
with me to another, and we rely on each other. Yep.
Hey, by the way,
I
I
don't
was at
think
the
that's it.
grocery
There's
store the other
something
day, and
better
I
out
just
there.
want you to know that one of the like instant cake in a box companies is featuring Dolly Parton fucking cake mixes, and I was very tempted to buy all of them,
Why?
but I did not.
What
They're
is it?
collectibles.
Does it
There's
have
like, a yellow cake. There's a red velvet. There's a cornbread. There's
Is there
like,
a Dollywood?
No, but they all have a picture
Are
of
there-
Dolly, and she looks like a Barbie doll. Like it's
she
like
does.
1980s Dolly
Well, she's perfect.
That's
in like
great.
cartoon form on
Dolly
the
has
cover of the
yet to
box.
change.
We should get. Can you get
Show
one?
me changed
Oh, yeah.
Dolly. Did you see her on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
During the
Dude,
Cowboy
Dolly
thing?
was fucking hot at Thanksgiving.
Did you listen to the new Dolly record, the rock and roll Dolly record?
Yeah, it's not fucking. It's
not two
nothing
shelves?
bad.
It's great.
Nothing bad.
How old is Dolly?
Whoa. Oh, she's not. She's
Whoa.
like middle up
Whoa.
70s.
I think she's like close to my grandma's age, actually.
I was wondering if the Dolly cakes had like there was like a boob reference or something. No.
No,
No.
not to be found on the package. Although, if you wanted, I could get like maybe like a boob cake mold.
No, I'm not
And then we could
asking
be
for
like,
that.
"Here,
I was
it's a
wondering.
Dolly cake,"
I
and
was
it would look
wondering
like
what
a
the
boob.
marketing behind it
Her
was. all
birthday
about.
is in 11 days. Oh
And-
no! I'm so sorry. It was January 19th.
11
not
days
February
ago.
19th.
Oh,
It was-
she's
it was 2
Misha's
days ago.
birthday.
She just turned 78.
Yeah.
78 years old. And
She's a rocker, dude.
yep.
No one knows who her husband is.
Nobody
And when they
knows who
ask her what her
husband is.
political affiliation, she says,
I'm not stupid enough to answer that question.
she
And
doesn't
nobody
say it like
knows
this. She
how
goes,
big
I'm not
her-
stupid enough to answer that question, honey.
Yeah, nobody knows how big
And her
your-
husband's name is
how big
Carl.
your,
I know that. Oh, baby Ed.
budget
Carl
for
Thomas
plastic
Dean, married
surgery is.
1966.
Where are you going?
I'm getting a beverage.
We're trying to,
Wrap
like,
up.
what the fuck? What the shit, Carol? Like, I'm just going to knock shit around and walk through the camera.
Coach is upset.
Everything that, my priorities are more important than all the other things that are going on. When I rank things, it's me, and then me.
Oh my god. You guys are such assholes. And such liars, actually.
How does it feel?
It feels like I just want to prioritize myself.
No, but I think it's growing.
All right,
Okay,
go.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to give you clues
Go.
about someone famous.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out if you can tell me who it is.
Okay. Conan O'Brien.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
I doubt
this
it's Conan.
person's birthday is today.
LaBelle.
Famous.
Whoa, dude. Fucking
LaBelle.
Before finding fame.
do that.
I meant Patty LaBelle. I meant Patty LaBelle.
Sick. Cut that.
Cut that.
Patty LaBelle.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Cut
that,
Retcon that.
Cut that.
Okay, so next segment.
Okay,
Mason, you had
his-
something about jelly beans.
His original stage name
There's no way we could.
was
There's no continuity
Breezy
here.
Lovejoy. No one's even fucking listening.
Breezy
there is no
Lovejoy.
way I-
Giving us her
Okay.
birthday
Elton
and
John.
Breezy Lovejoy.
Hold
Elton
on.
John.
Wait, there's more.
She said her.
Wait, what's the... No,
Before becoming famous, this person worked on a pot farm in Santa Barbara.
Snoop Dogg.
Nope,
no, she said she.
She didn't. She said he.
No, she said she.
I did not. I did not.
Okay,
even, I
pot
did not
farm
even
in
say.
Santa Barbara?
Said she. Santa Barbara.
This person also was homeless while working at the marijuana farm.
Jewel.
No, but that's a very good guess. I think she once lived in her car.
Stevie Nicks.
Share.
Is it a girl?
She said she, dude. Dad, she said she.
I heard he.
No, I heard she.
Your initial guess was a woman.
The first drum kit this person ever played on was
Karen
purchased
Carpenter.
by their mother at the age of 11 years old.
I think Noah's right with Karen Carpenter.
No.
Whoa.
The person is
Chick
alive.
Tommy Lee.
Chick? Is it a chick?
No.
Oh.
Steven Adler.
Ringo Starr.
Dave Grohl.
Wait. Give me the first couple quick.
It's their
recap
birthday
it real quick.
today. Pot farm drummer.
Pot farm drummer.
At 11.
Got drums at 11 years old.
Trey Anastasio.
Taylor Swift.
Pot
No.
farm in California.
No, Pat Farm in California. Pot Farm in California.
Sublime.
Breezy Lovejoy.
Breezy Lovejoy.
Flea.
Ooh. Anthony Kiedis.
Drum kit.
Drum kit.
TLC.
This person has a
Anderson
dot
.Paak.
in their name.
Anderson .Paak.
Yes. And his real name is Brandon Paak
Breezy
Anderson.
Lovejoy.
I think I knew
Breezy Lovejoy.
That's why-
Worked on a pot farm
That's
in
why
Santa Barbara.
Breezy Lovejoy is what made.
Wait, what
made
was
me
the
get-
Breezy Lovejoy thing? I
It was his
completely messed up.
nickname.
It was
Before
his original
he took the
stage name.
Anderson
Yeah, it was his
Paak,
first stage name.
Brandon Paak Anderson went by the name Breezy Lovejoy.
Brandon
he released
Paak
2
Anderson.
albums under the name OBE Volume 1 and Lovejoy, both in 2012.
That is fabulous. Happy birthday, Anderson. You brought a lot of joy. You know,
He
Jen
was
and
born
I.
in 1986, so that makes him 38.
So
That's great.
Sonic album
The
was
38s are the good
legit.
times.
Well, 38 on Thursday.
Happy
February
birthday, Anderson
8th.
Paak.
Happy birthday, Anderson.
We were blessed. Jen and I were blessed to see you in that beautiful wig the night before the Grammys in
With
Vegas
Bruno.
with Bruno, your
When
pal.
we had our cell phones locked up,
On Silk Sonic.
That was a really magical opportunity.
it was awesome.
We felt blessed. Blessed.
Hashtag.
Really like the Apple commercial. That's to
No,
celebrate.
it's like I hate my parents.
Just join
What's
Anderson.
that?
Just for Anderson. This is the
Love the
this is
tiny
Anderson-
desk.
I,
All
this
right.
this should be the recurring segment.
Love
Fuck
the tiny
mom's
desk.
questions. We get 3 minutes directly to Anderson Paak every.
I was actually
Every
thinking
show.
there was a
Just
shtick that David
Anderson.
Letterman did years ago where every day he wrote a letter to Oprah Winfrey begging her to be on the show every single day
No,
for like
'cause she
4
refused.
years, and finally
Pretty good.
she was on.
Do you want some words to Anderson, Mace? Go ahead.
You can edit that out so it says Pac from the lake. From now on,
of course,
right?
of course.
That'd be cool.
Dude, solid drummer Anderson.
No,
you're
what I was going. Oh,
such a
Don't,
good
don't
drummer.
run. No, you're
sorry.
gonna run out of good things to say.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Every
we
episode.
have
The
Yeah.
rim
Yeah.
job and the tiny desk. Oh,
the
my
rim
god.
shot.
there's rim shot.
Yeah. Sure.
So good.
Come down. Yeah.
I
Sure.
love him. Do you remember when we our friend Carrie, we introduced our friend Carrie to that tiny desk? What's the name of that song?
What? Come down.
Yeah, Come Down. Man, and then she listened to it like
how
300
it goes.
times a day. So
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
okay.
Love that shit.
Boom, boom,
Anderson
boom,
Paak.
boom, boom,
Happy
boom,
38th birthday,
Anderson.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Maybe one day our
Brandon.
podcast will be big enough for you.
Happy birthday, Anderson.
And we can have like a drum circle, a total hippie pot farm drum circle with you.
All right.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
But you got to be Breezy Lovejoy when you come. You can't be Anderson. Rules. So before we go, should we talk about like the coolest places we've ever been in our life, or
No.
should we
I have
actually
a I have a thing.
Should
I have
we
a thing.
sneak?
Ready?
Oh,
Ready?
you got a thing
okay,
too.
Okay.
That's good.
Ready? No. Here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna throw it to the camera. Right? It's gonna I'll throw the camera to me. Throw the camera to everybody. We can pick whoever goes first can go first. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna just give our little
Wink.
have a good night, San Diego. But you got to pick. We got to find the new. We got
Hell
to
no.
find the sign off. Right? The sign off phrase. Right? It could be like a.
Or try
it
it,
could be like a-
and then whoever wins.
I hope
This is
you
a
don't
competition.
drown in the lake.
Yeah. All right, you go first.
All right. Well,
This has
maybe-
been. No, I'm just kidding.
Go, Mace.
Oh,
go,
am I
go.
going
Yeah,
first?
you're on. Ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm not
Here we go.
ready.
Here we go.
I'm
This is
not
Mason
re-
Hewitt
no,
signing
I was,
off.
No, I was gonna say.
Quiet.
I was gonna say we could all go individually and say this is
Chaotic.
whoever signing off, and then I could say, and it's been live from the.
Yeah, did you listen to the rules? That the rule was you give your side off and you give it right now. So what is it?
Glassy. Ready? Here we go. I'm gonna throw it to you. You ready? You ready? Oh, Ed's thinking I'm gonna throw something or something. You ready, Mace? Here we go.
Thanks everybody for listening. I'm Mason. Have a great night. Fuck you all.
I'm looking for some excitement and intrigue. Like, you know what I mean? This is for the real big uniqueness. You know, we got a sign off that's like, oh yeah, that's them funny folks. That's. Ready now?
Both of you are sitting there looking
This
at
is
him like
real. This is me, Mason Hewitt, live from the lake. See you next week. What the fuck do you want?
I don't know, Dad.
Ba, 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 ba.
Dad, you ready to try yours?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute everyone else's microphone.
Glassy guy. Oh wait, hold on.
Everyone else is muted. Shut up.
Glassy Eye McGee signing off from the lake.
You're glassy eye.
Sick. All right, Mom. You know what's coming to you.
Give it some pizzazz, Jen. Give me some ass.
I mean, I don't know that I've got it in me at this
Sebastian
point.
Bach. Yeah, okay, glassy
Come on, Mom.
eye.
I believe in you. Come on. Let's stay focused here.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon.
Have a great night. I love you very much. I hope you dream exquisitely.